guys, today I'll be cooking my fave, pineapple rum ribs, mashed potatoes with some steamed veg. Let's go! It's been marinating for 24 hours, so it's good and ready. I can smell it already. Friends stopping by. I'm making some sweet chili wings along with my pineapple rum ribs and mashed potato. Just something for them to have while chilling. This is why I like using the knife to get everything off and out. These little tiny dark spots. I don't like when the flour is sticking on my hands. That's why I'm using the fork. And I'm going to give it a mix. Then I use my fingers. Most people use a couple eggs to put the chicken in, then put it in the flour or breadcrumbs. But I don't like to use eggs when I'm cooking, especially for other people, because not everyone likes eggs. I prefer to just do it like this. It's gonna come out crunchy, nice. I like to just kind of wash out my stuff before I put them in the dishwasher, because sometimes things still stick on them. As you can see, I clean as I go because I don't like to have the sink and dirty dishes piling up, and then at the end I'm going to be the one who has to wash them or load them in the dishwasher. And as I said before, I only use the dishwasher for mainly sterilizing purposes. Because sometimes after you run the dishwasher, when you look, things still stick up on there. So I prefer to just do it that way. They're so good, crunchy. I can't wait to have them. To the back of the stove for it to cool off. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, okay. Alright, you sure you can get it? Okay. I'll try to get in, or if not, just continue trying. Alright. Okay, later. My wings are finally ready. They look very delicious. Okay. Look at that. I told you this is cooked with a lot of love. That's why they're like this. This is my sweet chili wings. And of course, I can't resist. I'm gonna have to try it. So good. See? Well fried, succulent, right off the bone. The seasoning, the spice, everything is right. Water is ready for the potatoes. Can you imagine? Everyone, we're pouring rum in my sweet chili wings to drunk off people. Look at this. It's lovely. I love it. While my friends are waiting, this is what we're gonna have. Some wings, sweet chili wings with rum, because Devon chose to put rum in my sauce, but I'm gonna try it. Sure, it's gonna be good. And they also have some rolls. This is the finished product, guys. While my friends are chilling, they're gonna have some sweet chili wings with Hawaiian sweet roll. Delicious. Hi, you're here. You're here.
you know me come and eat food, you know, what I cook today.
When I talk about food, you can never greet me.
Hi, friend, what's up? What you doing?
You still have 3 years still? No, man. How long it took you to reach here, sir?
You know, we're not quick 40 minutes, right?
Okay. Well, I'm still cooking, so
Oh,
the food
no, but I
ready.
see you have things prepared.
Yes, just a little
Give me a minute, let me wash my hands.
sweet chili wings.
Give me
So
a
let me
minute.
tell you one.
No, man.
Sweet chili wings and some rolls. I know say your favorite day here. Either Heineken or
What we have?
Hennessy
What
or
we have
Appleton.
drinking? What we have drinking? Because you know I'm here for the drinking. I watch you cook, but I am here for the drinking with a little bit of eating. These wings look delicious, don't they, cook?
Yes, they are sweet chili wings. They are one of my favorites.
I can only imagine the taste. You're very good at this.
Thank you, Dwayne.
No problem, my friend.
Okay.
This looks beautiful, Nicole.
Yes, it is. You can't help yourself because I'm busy. Ice, drink.
Don't worry about it. Let me
juice.
enjoy this first. Don't worry about it. This is very delicious.
Of course. Who is the top chef?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Guys, you would have really enjoyed this if you were here with us. This is really good.
Thank you. Say one, I'm a day one them.
I am somewhat bothered or feel disgruntled as to what I see, how I see, or how I feel about Jamaica. I am a Jamaican, don't get me wrong.
So we're talking politics,
Not politics, we're talking about Jamaica.
issues,
The
social issues.
Social issues.
Alright.
It might sound politically motivating, but
Well, that is always a part of it. So
but I'm not gonna pick side as to say who would have or who should have or who could have. I'm talking about things in the moment where we are now. You and I are
you're
living,
calling it as you see.
as I see. You and I are living in the country, so these conversations or this line of conversation is gonna be based on what we see via the media, whether it's social media or the news itself.
Or when we visit.
Or when we do visit. But brand Jamaica, as I was saying earlier, Jamaica has so much to offer in comparison to other Caribbean countries to be in the position that it's in.
But I mean,
I have visited quite a few other Caribbean countries, and I'm not gonna say it's greater than Jamaica, but it seems more stable. I don't know the political side of it, I don't know the GDP, I don't know that side of it, but as it relates to income, because it's a damn effect, you know. We can talk about the small man, the everyday household, who can afford to do the basic things. That is not possible in Jamaica. And then there's a whole lot of factors surrounding it, because the next question is going to be, what's the population like? The country that you visit has 2 million people, while Jamaica has 4 point whatever million people. So,
are not so much.
are
but
not
yes.
so much, but it is a little bit tickled, because if you and I choose to have the conversation, it's gonna seem as if we are bashing one government to another. All I am saying is that I think Jamaica has too much to offer, wherein they are in the position that they are now. I don't have the answers, but I can identify the problems.
But I mean, I guess my take is a little different because.
My own way different because me bias.
But I think it's primarily decades of poor leadership and substandard, selfish leaders. I mean, there's no excuse. There are examples. If you don't know what to do, there are tons of examples of social structures working, government working, examples of countries moving from desperation to prosperity. Singapore, for example. Don't get me wrong. My take is that it don't even matter how much resources you have if they are mismanaged. or if the representation is so lacking.
And I
Because
agree with you on that.
we can point to Africa. Resources is not an issue.
Alright, so
And even further, what a lot of people don't even realize, there's a country like Venezuela,
which has lots of resources.
not a lot, more than
More.
even Africa.
More, right.
More gold, more oil.
But the mismanagement.
Venezuela could probably be termed a failed state.
But
Mismanagement.
I agree.
So
Agreed
I think at the root
Agreed.
cause, the people need to be led.
But it goes back to if other people are when other people chime in on this line of conversation, a part of the conversation is gonna be numbers, the population. You are comparing,
In what respect?
In the sense of they're gonna say you're comparing 10 million people with 15, 20 individual resources to 2 million people to 3 resources. But there's a but, and I always say this, I think Jamaica is in the middle of everything.
Also,
And I was saying this earlier, for the tourist sector, Jamaica have tourism. For the export sector, Jamaica have backside raw produce as we relate to ackee, banana, whatever the case, ground provision. Jamaica has that. A lot of other Caribbean countries don't have it. And you and I living in America now, so to speak. When you go in the stores, you will see these things highlighted in the store as brand Jamaica. Because I've been in the store and I see where it says Jamaican snapper fish, but at the same time it's product of Brazil. And I see where it says Jamaica butterfish, but at the same time it's product of Brazil. So brand Jamaica do sell. I don't know if the government make money or how they make money off of brand Jamaica. But as I said earlier, the Jamaican government, they play a strong role on, in my opinion, making the Jamaican public, the general population of Jamaica, life harder. Because their focus is in the wrong area. Them prime target is taxi man.
it might be a fallacy that government's focus is to make life better for the people. I mean,
That's a conversation.
Let me make this point. You have to understand that unless, and this is my rare to non-existent, unless the political leadership is of such that they actually have the interest of the people at heart, it's going to be politics as usual. And politics as usual is keep the people dumb. You don't rule people when they're smart. You don't rule people when they're educated. You don't rule people when they are privileged. That is how the monarch, that is how the emperor, it has always been. The subjects are dumb. If I'm too smart, if I'm too informed, me question too much, it's easier for real to do. So politics is never about empowering. At the root of it, most political systems and most rulers
It's to control the masses.
right. So unless the people get to a point where they realize that I have to get involved to the point where my voice counts, then these people are going to be as selfish as they have always been.
And I will agree with you on that.
Because the system in Jamaica is always what happens in the next 5 years.
I agree with you on
And-
that. There's a but though.
Yeah, but
There's a big but.
But before you make the but, I listen to you talking about all the opportunities or the resources.
That are available.
But the problem is, alright, simple things. Look what happened when crime is one of the biggest outcry.
You're right. Presently. And
Personally, I think the approach to crime is no short of dunce.
Guys, I can't talk too much because
Keep
these
cooking,
guys
keep
are
cooking,
having
keep cooking.
a political conversation.
No,
I
is
don't
that-
think they
is
want
that-
to involve me because I'm very biased and love Jamaica and I have nothing bad to say. Even though you're not talking bad things, it's just facts.
The approach to crime fighting is nothing short of dunce. Either the leaders are dunce or them think everybody else dunce. Because nothing that they have been doing has been getting any real traction. And they know this. The technology exists now where we can do way more intelligence gathering. If you ask the typical man who is the problem or what is the problem source in a typical community, most people know.
Okay.
You understand? And yes, there's a whole heap of other excuses. Nobody no want to da.
Okay.
But I promise you, with enough motivation, you will get the results.
I totally,
Alright.
100% agree.
Not only that. Alright. It's stupid, ridiculous, short-term, selfish, party-motivating planning on both sides. As I was saying, look what happens when there's a sports event.
Everyone comes together.
Everyone, and what happened to the crime rate during that short window?
Minimal.
Alright.
I'm making my mashed potato, guys. My garlic butter, mashed potatoes.
If I can add this,
I'll continue on this one, but go ahead.
I totally agree with you on this. But it's the domino effect of things. And
What do you do? You want bigger than this? I think so.
where I grow. But
You want?
Too much white rum for me.
in
You want this?
No, I'm drinking.
Okay. Alright.
in all
No
honesty
white
though,
rum.
there's a lot, and during his performance he used 2 or 3 BC, and I've seen oftentimes artists even make mention, excuse me Mr. Officer, but John know this whatsoever, and it is still posing a problem.
Alright.
So
We have
Wait, is yours?
now find out the sweet, I remember that.
we have to be careful. Let us focus on some of the issues that we can reasonably address, because
Alright, never.
as I say, you have real issues with legal reform, and I mean there are a lot of laws that we probably have to take careful note of and examine.
Alright, never.
But hold on a minute. The fact though is, if it's illegal, it's illegal. We can't hold on. We can't get around that unless we change the fact that it's illegal. Now we're getting there. There's a whole lot of things. Hold on. There's a whole lot of things that fall in the category of things that need to be, if not legalized, decriminalized. Expletives, as Jamaican term them as expletives, like BC and RC, probably fall squarely in that category of things that needs to be decriminalized.
No.
So, but the fact is, for the time being, such things are illegal. So we might be wasting our time, our energy, fighting the fact that it should not be illegal.
If I may be allowed to
The repercussions of the fact that it's illegal. We need to change the fact that it's illegal, is what I'm saying.
Here's my take on this. Here's my take on this. And it goes right back to what I'm saying. The Jamaican government.
When we look on, we identify some crucial issues.
Yeah.
We're so in love with Jamaica, but these are the problem. These are the problem.
All right.
These are the problem.
Alright.
Let's start with one of the major issues for you. Some people tell you crime. Some people tell you lack of opportunity. Some people tell you, oh, I'm not moving back home because healthcare is so lacking.
Stop right there. Pause right there for a second. I've had this conversation on a personal note with my parents. So this is not even second-hand conversation. And let me reverse, or let me go back a bit. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think every Jamaican who migrates to whichever country, whether it's a first world country or it's another Caribbean country, their intention is to make better for themselves and move back to Jamaica.
I am one of them.
As time progresses, the line of conversation might change. As time progresses, the conversation change. I am one of them. Don't get me wrong. I am one of them. But
No, one of what? One
One
of
of
the
those
person who plan to come.
whose idea was to go make
Live
life better
yourself
and
and
go back to
home.
Jamaica. I was wondering.
Yes.
But I'll say this without reservation, that line of conversation has changed.
Why?
I am home.
Why?
And that's why I paused.
All right.
That's
So,
why
so
I
let's
paused.
all right, so let's carry the conversation there. Why is it that you, fairly young, still doing, as far as I know, doing fairly well for yourself? Why would you be so reluctant to return to Jamaica as your home?
It goes back to where I paused in the conversation, and that's just one off the healthcare. Now, we're here in this setting, and God forbid, as they say, knock on wood. But if something should happen, quickly, whatever call the emergency service, we can find an urgent care, we can find whatever
Yeah, but
clinic.
that is not fair.
No,
Because like
no, wait,
first world country, Jamaica is a third world country. You can't compare the two.
Hold on, I could hear where he's going with this.
That is the same thing I am addressing.
Because we know you're going to defend the point, but
That is
No, it's not being
No, no,
defensive.
that is-
no, it's not being defensive. But I mean, you're going to have some
Strong.
views
You're right.
that going to defend
But-
Jamaica's position
but-
all the time.
but-
We know that. so let's make him.
That is the same exact line of conversation I am about to have. No, you have these nurses who are trained in Jamaica.
Who taking care of you when you turn up at the hospital here?
No, who are supposed to be taking care of you when you turn up at the hospital in Jamaica. Because of the government and the way they are being treated, the lack of infrastructure, so to speak, that relates to the basic necessities, the gloves, the whatever needs to be for this. The nurse don't care. Now these same nurses are getting paid minimum, so to speak, for their level of expertise. These are the same nurses who migrate or want to migrate. So as a result of that, I have no interest in moving back home. If you have a conversation with a nurse right now, any given nurse, especially one who's experienced, who has been working in any form of healthcare, whether it's a basic clinic or a hospital, or even a private doctor's office, their intent is to migrate. I am not saying the US, but it's because they see where there's better someplace else.
Yeah.
So why would...
Right. So you want to talk about crime? Let's hear your take on the issue.
My take on crime, it varies in many ways, because for one, part of the crime issue in Jamaica is, and this conversation has so much subcategories and it can have so many different topics.
All right. Let's agree that the leadership on both sides, because this is not a new issue, and,
All right.
and there's been change of party, change of governance.
Right.
And the issue persists. So we're going to agree that they don't seem to have a grasp on either side of what is happening and how to fix it. So we're going. So we're,
making my pineapple rum sauce, but I can't even put you guys in the middle of it right now because Scobug and Devon take over.
no, I'm listening.
We're
No,
watching and cooking.
I'm not taking
And we're
over
having
at
a
all. I
discussion.
just
So
listening to a
another
different
day I'll
perspective.
give you guys the total details and rundown on how I make my pineapple rum sauce for my
But
ribs.
I think the viewers may need to hear, because...
Or you can buy the ebook and get the recipe.
Okay, yes, and my ebook will be out soon also, so you guys can
Get the details, the
Get the
auto,
details,
the ingredients, the recipe,
ingredients,
the step-by-step guide. They'll get
Right.
everything.
okay.
But I want to listen a bit to somebody else, somebody Scobug in particular's perspective as to what or how he sees the issue of crime in Jamaica.
As it relates to crime in Jamaica, there are factors that is gonna involve or begin with the government. If you have something...
Yeah, but doesn't it all stop begin and end with the
No,
head?
it won't end with the government, because crime is an individual decision also,
Influenced by
influenced by lack of what is provided by the government. Now, all you have is time on your hands. Your thought process is different.
so you're saying the devil finding
Work for Highlands or whatever it say. Jackass, falla, cane bug, or pump. or whatever they
Never
choose
heard
to
that
word
one,
it.
but yes.
However they choose to word it. So, if
So, hold on. I'm sure there's a lot of people never hear that one. Jackass door.
for like Kienbog got pound.
Go where?
Pound.
Okay.
Pound meaning they take away
To
the animal.
slaughter. To slaughter.
Oh.
Right. The animal and the owner. So because he was idle.
basically a donkey followed the cane to him own slaughter.
Right. Because he had time on his hand.
No,
So-
are you hungry?
I'm hungry either way. But then again, that's a part of an analogy that we can use. If you're being fed, you won't be hungry.
Oh, the bounty killer song go?
Poor people fed up
Okay,
some of them
continue.
from 95.
Continue.
No. You and I might have a different thought process or think differently because of
Different
opportunities that present itself. But when
Or that you make for yourself.
or that you made for yourself. But the mere fact that the opportunity is there. When you have nothing better to do for the next hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, and somebody said to you, yo dog, where you go? You know, I'm nothing to do. And whatever that person present is what you start to think. The person say, yo, let's go take them one truck from him now. And not to say that the person who reciprocated, hear it, that was his intention now. But it becomes a part of his planning now. Because me have nothing better to do, so let me do this with you.
But what is driving that need? Why was hold on. Why wasn't the conversation you now have nothing to do, come go record on YouTube?
It's not everyone have that talent.
Alright?
Wait,
Hold on.
Wait.
No, now I'm playing devil's advocate here, but why wasn't the conversation you now have nothing to do, come go row a boat? Why was the conversation hold on, you now have nothing to do, come go play some ball?
Alright, I'm gonna give you.
No, I'm saying this to say there might be a deeper seated issue.
There is, but the bottom line, the underlying condition is lack of provision. And I'll say this to you, this is personal. I am a trained mechanic, certified, licensed, even when I was in Jamaica. And there were times when I was in Jamaica, and because of how slow, because of the dumbing effect, I have a light bill to $9,000. Today, Monday morning.
You like the low man.
No, I'm just saying. That's like your example. I have a light bill for $9,000 and I only have $1,000. The next person who come in our shop, regardless of whatever happens, try to reach close to $9,000. No, that is to say, and this is somebody who's professionally trained, but it goes right back to lack of infrastructure being set up. No,
But one would argue that you're blaming your personal problems.
no, but you see, that's what I'm saying. There's no regulation, there's no authority that is set.
No, hold
for
on,
these
stop.
things.
Stop. I can't. I seriously don't believe that you're arguing for more regulation at the informal society. The informal.
Wait. Can I interject?
No, not interject. Hold on.
Wait, I'm gonna say this to you.
Hold on,
I
no.
see. Wait, I have to say this.
Alright, go ahead.
I see in Jamaica, it goes right back to what I said. In Jamaica, it's like the government set out for certain kind of people. The government play against those who want to do better. I've heard of stories. I don't know this firsthand, but I've heard of stories which goes back to what I'm saying. Returning resident, people who go overseas, want to make life better and move forward. I've heard of a woman who was in the healthcare facility, working in a nursing home or whatever, I'm not exactly sure. But because of her years, I think she was on a long-term level. It's a long-term. And you said it. Jamaica only see the 5-year plan. You said it. No. Circumstances is probably another thing which Jamaicans or the Jamaican government don't deal with. This applies
I have my own views on this, but
this
let's
applies
hear
to
yours.
this circumstance. Okay, we have laws and we have policies and we have, and we have what govern governance. But here's a special case. This lady didn't know about whatever in place for importation. But her intentions are clear and her intentions are good. So we make amends
To what?
To this circumstance. This circumstance.
I think maybe
Situation and needs.
Hold on. I don't think. All right. Again, there are many instances in which the laws need to be amended. But
Every time
I will-
somebody come, you can't just say,
I will
amend,
always
amend,
take the
so-
stance that the law is the law until it's changed.
Right, but
hold
there's
on.
a big but.
All right. Let me hear about before
The
we continue.
big but is what is set in place to begin with. Yes, we have to address these laws, but these laws are still from 18 whatever, 19
So you're
whatever.
arguing for more discretionary
Not
laws?
discretionary. The beginning stage, the beginning process, we are in 2023 now. Let's address this law as it is relating to the time, and I go back to the same bar
Yeah,
and
but
tavern license.
No, but I'm agreeing.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
agreeing with you.
I'm not saying I'm
But
agreeing.
unfortunately,
I am
that
not
is a
saying-
much larger
but
issue.
it goes back to governance.
Yes, it does. But
This bar and tavern license, if you ever read one of them, it tell about horse and stable and providing place for the rider.
I know. And places for people to stay if they get drunk. and-
Exactly. Where have you seen one horse in a recent, where in Jamaica, except for the Cayman Spa, where have you seen a horse? If you see somebody riding a horse right now,
Again,
through the town,
we're talking about a completely different issue that's going to take a completely different slant, which
I
is
have a
addressing
video.
legal reform.
I
But-
have a But even here in America,
No,
that's why you
no.
have the left.
No, but let's not even go there.
Okay.
Even without talking about extremes, what I want you to talk about is if you had to point out in your view or from where you are sitting now, what is the biggest problem you see with our lovely?
Island of Jamaica. It's
Home.
not one.
No. It's not one. There are many. But I'm talking about if you had to pick one, what do you think is the most dire need?
You know
Or
what's sad?
the most important issue to be addressed right now?
And what's sad, and this is the honest truth, but it's sad, is not the time. Because it is the lack of resources, provision for basic, like just basic living, the same healthcare, like we're speaking, the tax office, tax services, those basic things. Because the tax office, there's a lengthy line to one.
Yeah, but that exists everywhere.
Wait.
We just said
Wait.
we're taking on
Oh,
what
God.
one.
No, let him finish. Let him finish
Put
there.
aside the line.
Yeah.
Is how they deal with
This is not necessarily only a government issue. It is a government issue from the perspective that they are in charge of training. They are in charge of employing these
Stop
people.
right there.
They are, hold on.
Wait,
Hold on.
that-
Whoever is the CEO, which in this case is whichever minister or ministry there is supposed to be making sure that the services are offered and delivered in a certain way.
Okay.
Fine.
can you
But we have to realize that we're dealing with people from the everyday community. So unless we instill a sense of pride and a sense of a sense of camaraderie, a sense of brotherhood, that make we want to feel the need to treat people like them our actual brothers and sisters. That is what we need to address. How do we get to that point?
Okay, stop right there.
But that is really a broader issue of making people feeling in love with something, are
if
part
if
of
I
something,
may
are
or
affected by everything like that. But I mean, I do agree that there's some, whoever the CEO is, which is in this case is the government, is falling short on them responsibility of training the staff.
Can I speak now?
Of course they can. It's all about you. We're listening to your.
I totally agree, and you are agreeing with what I'm
Tell
saying.
me if this don't look. I don't even know the word to describe
It's
it right
scrumptious.
now.
It's scrumptious.
This is what we've been waiting on.
It's scrumptious.
Oh my
I want to test. I want to test the unfinished product.
This is
based
4
on
hours
what's looking.
later.
I want to test the unfinished particles based on how it's looking.
Yeah, we want to taste it before it go back in the
But-
salamander
Just a little piece here and can taste them.
But never.
or for the broiling.
This is where I am. It goes right back to standards, policies that are set in place.
And I agree with you, but I don't think it's always a matter of lack of policies or standards. I
It-
think
it is.
No, it's enforcement.
Devon, listen for 1 second. It is.
You think Jamaica short on laws and
The
regulations?
laws need to be revised.
Sure.
The laws need to be adjusted to now. There are a lot of laws in Jamaica wherein if they play out in everyday life,
Taste it slow.
thank you. If they play out in everyday life, there's gonna be some, in this modern day and age, there's gonna be some clause wherein somebody might be abused whether or otherwise. It needs to be addressed. But
Yeah, and I'm agreeing with that.
on the topic of policies, the policies that are
Yeah, but you
there,
have to be a little bit more specific because when you're so general, I mean, we lose the effect of coming up with your point of view and what the solution should be.
Taste it. Just take it off my plate, please. Thank
don't,
you.
don't. This is tender and good. Devon, we can use.
You don't need to do anything else to this.
We saw. Okay, this was
Last month.
This was last month. This was December, whatever. This lady looked at me and said to me, "Said you again."
Maybe she like you.
No, that has nothing to do with it. No, you have to act in your
Capacity.
In your capacity. Even if you know me personally, you have to act in your capacity. I have other experiences. I have other experiences.
Like she has something about 590. Hello.
Nice.
Oh, they want to book the place? Oh, Lord. Hey, Scobug.
Your father.
Huh?
Your father.
Don't even ask me. I don't even know. What's going on? Happy New Year.
Hey, little lady. If you remember, please. Thank you for welcome. You okay?
Yeah. This is Naomi, yeah. That's Scobug. Huh?
Have a seat.
Nine, Emily's not here.
Yes, sir. I'm here ready. I'm trying to remember.
25th.
Okay, all right.
Oh, what's for lunch?
When the big Nasha spoke, when you talk about food,
What's for lunch? What we got for
we have a
lunch
lot of
today?
things. They already eat off the sweet chili
We didn't eat
wings.
it all. We had
You're late, but
Alright, well, they have some of
that's
it.
your share.
Yes.
Okay, that's my.
Some pineapple rum ribs. We have mashed potatoes. We have some steamed broccoli and carrot.
Coming up, we don't have it yet. We have been waiting.
Edit that part. Just edit that part.
We've been waiting. 4 hours later,
For who?
Nicole and our wings. It takes
Oh,
No,
Nicole
the ribs,
took
not the
watchman.
the ribs. It takes some time.
But we are having a conversation which you can feel free to chime in. Our discussion is Jamaica.
It's not so much of a conversation. We listen to one person's perspective and
Right.
the issues.
it's Jamaica. And
Whatever he deems
no.
to be the real issues with Jamaica.
What's the issue?
Okay, so let's ask.
We're trying to own in on
let's
that.
ask this question.
We've been trying to own in on this for a while.
Let's ask you this question.
Alright,
What's your perspective on Jamaica as going
What
back?
have you been trying to get from Scobug for the last 2
Hold
hours?
on. Devon already know how we feel about this already.
No, hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Regardless of what we know.
Alright.
We've been trying to get his perspective as to what is the real issues
Uh-huh.
with Jamaica from his perspective.
Okay, go. You go first. I
Alright,
listen
so
first.
I was saying earlier that my biggest issue is not even the crime. It might sound away because everybody's general idea is what the
Organization.
crime is like in Jamaica. My personal, and this is personal, is everything else beyond the crime. The basic healthcare facility. The whole healthcare is.
So I was trying to find out why or what would prevent him from going back home.
Okay, so you're saying something is preventing you from going
That,
back home?
yeah,
Okay, so what's the
it
main
is-
reason for you not to go home?
the healthcare is a part of it. No,
Really?
yes.
Was healthcare not free in America
We're
either?
not talking
No.
about free, we're talking about
Access to?
convenience. Accessibility
Okay,
is one of
Okay,
them.
alright, well, hold on a second. So when you say healthcare, what it means, like, just the healthcare to go to the hospital, or we're gonna talk about hospital on
No.
a course perspective?
I don't want to get in the minute detail of the operation of a hospital because I don't know that. But I'm talking about, let's say, God forbid,
You
something
mean
should
I say
happen.
I want hospital there? Say
No,
them us,
no.
Every time
Yeah,
you
but-
I'm not
No,
talking
but the
about
man never tell us him all he was in
I'm
now.
talking about the healthcare in Jamaica overall. Jamaica. If something should happen right now here,
So it's
May I?
where?
May I?
Yes, Scobug.
Alright.
okay, answer this question. You
I'm
may-
from Nasha, can I agree
You,
with that? It was
okay,
not-
answer this question. And this is a two-part question. You may or may not know. First, this is actually supposed to be the second part, but this is the first part. You have option of another company. How many insurance companies in Jamaica covers health?
Yes, but all
Answer the question. Just answer the question.
Guardian, Sagicor,
We don't know. We don't know.
all of them, but
all
a
of
few
them,
of them.
all
We
of
don't
them,
know, we don't know.
all of them fall under Blue Cross. Every single solitary
Yes,
one
but
of them.
Scobug at
So-
the same
so-
And
time,
so
it's
Scobug
like
says-
oranges and apples. Stop comparing
Well-
Jamaica so deep with America.
What
There
are
is
we
no
comparing
way
here?
to
What I would
do that.
say, hold on,
yes,
stick a
some people
pin.
can,
Okay.
but healthcare,
Okay.
because healthcare no free over here. It's
That-
expensive when you pay, and it's still not cover some things. And the
Nicole.
same thing as
And
Jamaica.
I agree
I-
with
I-
that part. And it's true. You can
So-
go with any insurance and just the same way
Yeah.
you be like, I'm paying $500 a month for insurance, right? And
Right.
when something happens, you still
Not
gotta come
covered.
out of pocket with a lot.
Yeah.
But
Some
my problem
companies,
is
some
the
don't cover
technology though. It's the
Right,
technology.
right. They
That's
have more
the thing.
resources, more
Exactly.
technology.
I'll say
So
this
you're
much.
bound to, they
I'll-
probably save your
I'll-
life if you
I'll-
go to your versus
I'll say
Jamaica.
this
Of
much.
course. And because of the technology
Yeah.
and more experience.
I'll say this much, and I'm not disagree, but maybe it's the insurance you all have.
No.
Or maybe it's because I have not been in that position.
Yes.
My insurance, the insurance I have,
What insurance do you have?
I have this insurance with United. I don't even have
Okay,
copay.
so I have you at United too.
I don't
You don't even have
copay.
what?
Not even copay.
Really?
That's
I
good.
don't even have copay.
Right, so they have different levels.
And not
of the
only that,
same
I have an
company.
HSA.
But that's probably because your employer picking up the
Right,
difference.
so
Right.
it
Oh,
goes,
so that's you can't you have
No,
to
no,
stay
no,
up
but
with
it
because
goes-
if you're
no,
covering
no.
mostly under your employer,
But it goes
it's
right-
gonna be at a big factor.
But the problem
But
here
it
is that
goes
we
right
are
back to
all
what I'm
we are
saying.
all our own
It goes-
employers.
It goes back to what I'm saying. It's the choices that we have. We
We
have
have more
choices.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
No,
Point taken.
I've been to the dentist numerous times. I have my son on my insurance, and I've never. Grammys.
The ribs.
Maybe Grammys.
That's the home, right?
No,
No, we just want to
No, we want to get
see.
to the point because
Before we
let's
get
do
to the point that we want to see what the ribs look like coming out finally after.
Oh, yeah. No, we just
I'll have a drink to that.
different things.
It goes right back to what I'm saying.
All right, but get there. So let's get to that
We
point.
have to-
So
agree.
finally, my pineapple rum ribs is ready. Nasha did not get to taste it, but Devon and Scobug did, and I did.
But you can't taste it now.
Right, you can taste it now. It's scrumptious.
Looks very good.
So I'm sure everyone is gonna love it.
It
It's-
tastes great before the finish.
finishing.
It looks
so I
really
can only
good.
imagine.
Can't wait to dig in.
Nobody go like me, I take on nothing time, but
No!
nobody go like you that when you
Chef boy.
chef boy are here. I really want.
This is really good.
Well, this is all that is left of the food, so it must have been really good.
It is really good.
Listen, look,
Tender, juicy.
better than the
flavorful.
restaurant.
But of course,
Better
no
than the
better.
restaurant.
Click it now. Like, share, subscribe.